It's going to be a good time at the Bud Billiken Parade, not
Yeah,
only because the
man.
Jam's going to be there, and also it's because Jon Kelley is going to be there.
Are we all rolling together?
We are, man. We're rolling
See,
together.
I'm going to be
Are
taking
you
your
rolling with
shine.
us is
I'm going
the
to be taking your
question.
shine. I'm going to be like, yo, Felicia and Jordan, I'm with them. I'll get
You're
that VIP
invited.
treatment.
The question is, are you going to roll with us?
That's what you can expect right there. There's some of the visuals, Jon.
But
It's gonna
Jon,
be
you
a good
probably
time.
remember this parade from your
course.
time in Chicago. Chicago's all about its neighborhoods.
Yes, the
and
community.
Yes, the community. And
Celebration. And the thing that I brought up to some people, I was coming back to Chicago to do Bud Billiken. They're like, oh, man, I remember when I was a kid, that always meant it's time to go back to school.
Yeah.
It would always signify that time of year.
It's crazy how fast
But I
the
remember the
summer's
first
gone.
one that I went to, God, it was probably 1991.
Oh.
And just to see the outpour and the love and the celebration, I mean, to me, that is what it's all about. So I'm excited to be back here to do that.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of
that's
fun.
because Jon Kelley got a chance to meet all his fans, all his lady fans out there.
So it's so much about community. It's so much about family. I love to talk about your own here, and I know you're very much as talented as you are on camera, a role you take very serious. I know a father and husband is a role that you take even more seriously. Give us a little bit about what your family life is like, juggling the successes of being on camera as well.
Best chapter of my life. I got married later in my life, and I happened to hit the lottery with my beautiful bride, Milan. So I got lucky with that, and now she's given me 5 beautiful children. We just had twin boys 2 years ago.
Yeah,
so
5 children coupled with twins on the back end.
It's a nonstop adventure, but it's a house full of love.
How has your career changed? And I know you're a man. Obviously, I'm a woman looking at it from a point of view. But I'm interested to know, because you've been so focused and you've reinvented yourself so many times in this industry, something that I really admire.
Thank
How
you.
has that
That's
shift
really nice.
been going to becoming that family man?
Well, you know, it's been a change, but it's been a change for the better. When I was single and grinding in this, I mean, and again, I'm obsessive about doing things. I want to make sure I do them right, and that's from being an athlete. You understand that? You want to make sure you put that time in the gym, and that was my total focus. I still work that way, but now my priorities have shifted.
Okay.
It's about giving to my wife, giving to my family, being there for my children, being that pops, being to the activities, taking them to school. That's more fulfilling than anything I ever could have dreamt of. And I waited till later in my life, so I was a degenerate when I was young, got it all out of my system, left it all in the field, and I couldn't wait to find
I think guys really
this.
have to do that.
You
I
do.
think guys
I
have to
recommend
take
it.
the time to be stupid.
Do you. Do you. You know what I mean? And now I can be less stupid.
One piece of advice before we let you go on this topic,
Yes.
because I always like to ask people who are in great spots in their life, what's the one piece of advice you give to people in terms of marriage advice and how to make a relationship work? Because I always think that's
How
such a
many
great
years
question.
you been married?
We've been married 8 years.
Okay, 8 years. What did they teach you?
You know what? Communication, listening, and not assuming things, because a lot of times actions and intent get confused. So really be able to understand that person and just love on them and be selfless. You know, let the little things go. Really, and decide if you're going to have a conflict, what's the outcome? What are you looking for? And if there's not one to really be had, let it go.
So,
But if there's something that needs to be had, have a game plan to say, here's what I want to bring up, and here's what I hope we can get out of it.
let's take that mic. Let's go ahead and drop that thing, because I think that was perfect. Man.